Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 6 of Oshinoko. This episode is called Ego Surfing and I feel like we're in for something dark, guys. This is about from the synopsis it seems it's about the horrors of the internet and how getting canceled can not be the most fun thing ever. I heard about this episode. I heard a lot of people reference it, but haven't seen it yet. But this show definitely has the potential to get pretty dark, so I'm expecting them to go pretty hard on this one. So let's buckle up and see how it goes. Let's skip the intro, shall we? All right, we skip through the intro. Let's do this thing, shall we? Yeah, ain't that the truth, man? A lot of people go into this YouTube stuff, this influencer stuff, and they really think like, being in the spotlight 24/7, and that's the life. It's so great, but man, you have to really temper yourself and really prepare yourself to understand that there is a lot of scum in this world, a lot of garbage, terrible, horrible human beings who are just waiting for the chance to destroy you. Like, they cannot wait. And they live for it. It's all they do. They sit on the internet and they look for ways to destroy people, to tear people down, to dismantle them for whatever reason. I'm not going to presume to understand why everyone does this, but there are a lot of people literally frothing at the mouth to do this. And it's a horrible thing, but man, you got to be ready for it. You have to understand that it comes with the territory. It's not supposed to. It's not something that should happen, but it does, and it will 100%. So you can't just be messing around. Now I'm wondering if she really feels this way. We'll see. Or is she just acting? You see how they like, oh, Yuki seems sensitive or whatever. They only know what you portray. They only know what you put on screen. Their perception of you is only what you present to them. And that's a tricky game to play, especially if you're putting forth an image that doesn't fully represent you. You have to be prepared for them to take that image and run with it. And if you step out of character for any moment, people are going to be like, you betrayed us, you lied to us, but it's a tricky game, this online stuff, man. Okay, so she was just playing it up. So here's the thing. She did feel that way. And she had some reservations, but what she did as a professional is she took the emotion that she had from feeling that way and played it up for the show, which is really good. Like, she claims she can't act, but that's bullshit. She's very modest, or humble, I should say, when it comes to her acting ability and chops. She's pretty good. She definitely underplays her abilities, but for sure she's a lot better than she lets on. Wow, they're even breaking down like the pay splits or whatever. She's doing 50/50, so that's YouTube, which is very accurate. And the other chick's doing 20/80, which I don't know what industry. I can't remember what industry she said she's in. But yeah, typically when you start off, that's how it be. You get barely nothing for the work that you do. Just exposure is essentially what you get paid in. But yeah, I like the fact that they're keeping all these metrics and stuff. They're keeping them realistic. But people underestimate how much YouTubers make, and if her subscriber count is popping off like they saying it is, she got the money. So yeah, she gonna be paying for this. Oh, so she's a vegetarian, but she still goes to places like this and she's gotten good at cooking the meat so she can still participate and won't just be kind of sitting idly by and just I guess silently judging people like a lot of vegetarians like to do, which is a pretty good trait of hers because she does believe that she does want to eat meat, but she's not all freaking high and mighty about it. She even goes as far as to cook the meat for her friends to make sure that everybody's enjoying it. So that's pretty good. Like she's a nice person.
無限に食っても胃が全然もたれねえ。最高すぎる。
Oh, see, we're getting. This is one of those rare moments where we get to see Aqua actually act like a freaking human being and not an android for a change. He's like gloating about the fact that now that he's in this younger body, he can eat as much fatty meat as he wants and not have to worry about getting a stomach ache or whatever. That's funny. I want more things like because right now Aqua is very one dimensional, and it's kind of I don't know. Like I like the show. Obviously, I love the show and I love the characters. I do like Aqua, but I wish he had a little more depth. And moments like this shows that despite the fact that he does have a one-track mind and he is a bit obsessive when it comes to his goals and stuff like that, still there are moments where he still acts like a normal human being, which is good. It's good for his character to have moments like this. I hope they happen more often.
だっていうか、思ったよりレンリアにやらせはないぞ。
I look at her shirt. I like her shirt. It says twins on it, which is it's cute. It's a cute little gesture. She loves her brother. You can tell.
一部の人間はあからさまにやってるけど、大抵のやつは極力自分をよく見せようとする程度。そんなのリアル。
Although the twin sign is over her boobs, so use that information how you want it.
でもみんなやっ。
そこに住ませたいけど、するよ。
Whoa, the age gap is pretty crazy. I didn't know. I thought they were all about the same age. Well, I mean, they all are about the same age. But the one chick who's getting the most screen time, she's 15, and this girl's 18. Huh.
果たすのに精一杯で、そんな余裕が。
Wow, so yeah, she's the youngest one in the show, but she seems to really have herself the most together out of all the kind of actors and actresses outside of probably the dark-haired dude. He seems to be pretty comfortable in his position and understand, The other guy doesn't really stand out too much, and neither does Aqua, to be honest.
恋愛リアリティショーは今まで見たことなかったから不だろうけど、嘘は身を守る最大の手段でもあるから。
So basically what he's saying is like when he got on the show, he thought it would be a lot faker than he realized, but he's finding out that a lot more of the interactions and the encounters and the footage that they use for the show are genuine encounters and genuine reactions, and people are just trying to kind of put themselves in the best light possible for the show. But he also says that lying is the best way to protect yourself. So maybe he's concerned that people might see through him. Maybe that's like a point of concern for him, how much the show is, focused on actual real interactions instead of staged stuff.
からさ、クマっぷりが番組を盛り上げ、中高生を中心に人気を獲得していった。
Okay, I kind of saw that coming. So we got her and the other guy, the dark-haired guy. They synergize pretty well anyway, so it was pretty high chance that they would probably form the show's romantic or specific romantic interest. The other guy's kind of playing the role of the not so extroverted guy who still has feelings for her, but doesn't really have the guts to come out and say it, so he's watching from afar. I'm starting to see the dynamics pull together. The YouTuber girl is kind of the airhead, like she said, and she's kind of comic relief. I don't really know what part Aqua really plays in this show. Him and the other girl, I guess their presence is very low, it seems. People probably like Aqua, though, because he's a male, and this show is targeted towards women, and they just find him attractive in the first place. But they probably don't like the other girl, the girl who's always taking notes, just because of how kind of she's not really fitting any role there. She almost seems kind of useless.
それでいいかな。自分のチャンネルにお客の動線引くのが目的だし。
So she's uninterested in really joining this whole love situation anyway, because her main goal is to draw people over to her YouTube channel, which makes sense. That is her actual career, her actual job. This is just some side stuff she's doing to direct traffic to her channel. So she knows what she's doing. She's a seasoned vet. She's 18. She's got her stuff together. Her channel's probably pretty substantial, and I would imagine she's been doing this for a while now. She knows what she's doing. See, one thing I'm noticing about her, she's always taking notes. Every scene she's in, she's taking notes. Like, she's working really, really, really hard and trying to draw motivation from every place that she can and get advice from everywhere that she can. And maybe that's why she's not standing out so much. She doesn't have any confidence in herself, so she confides in other people to draw inspiration and to figure out what she's gonna do. But that don't really translate well in this industry, I would assume. But that begs the question though, like, why is she so adamant about this? I'm interested. He kind of reminds me of the main character from Baby Steps. I'm getting that because he took notes on everything and stuff too, but it was a different dynamic. Yeah, I figured that was bound to happen, especially if she got picked, you know, over a whole bunch of other people who really wanted to be on this show. Like, yeah, it definitely can't look good to her agency that she's not standing out at all. It's like a wasted investment, you know. That's the reality of the situation too. Like, I'm not trying to be mean or justify, you know, the way that they treat their people, but it's like, you know, we put you on this show to make a mark, for you to stand out, and for you to not only represent yourself and propel yourself forward, but to propel our organization forward too, you know, to say that we produce and we put out quality people. If you're not doing that, then why did we send you, you know? I mean, I can get it. I understand.
頑張らなきゃ。頑張って爪痕残さなきゃ。
I don't like that at all, man. Because she's working harder than everybody, and now the pressure's on. The pressure's on for her to make her mark, whatever the hell that means. So it's like she's gonna do something rash. Like, she's gonna do something out of character, and she's gonna do something bad is gonna happen for sure. Like, obviously she's got to get canceled for something. You know, people have been talking about this episode for a reason. Like, so something's gonna happen. I don't know quite what it's gonna be, but it's definitely gonna be a result of her pushing herself to do something she's not accustomed to doing. I can feel it. Oh my god.
上がりは商品名を出したら最低5人の関係者には検索されてる。
This is why I like Kana. She's so knowledgeable, man. She thinks about everything. She is a true professional. And as usual, Ruby is just she is so, like I said, Ruby is such a ditz. I think I said this before, like, she is not the brightest, and she doesn't really think about a lot of stuff before she does it. Like, obviously you're trying to be an idol, like you're going out into this world and you haven't even really started yet, and immediately you want to start trash talking other companies and completely eliminating your chance to get collaborations and stuff. Like, you should know better, you know? Like, I mean, but obviously she's inexperienced. There's no way she could know better. But yeah, that's an interesting metric though, that every time you say something about a company, at least 5 people who work there will see it. That's interesting. You're about to be in the spotlight. You got to be more careful with what you put out into the world.
ビッグデータにアクセスできて、感想や客層のアナリティクスを調べられるようになった。
Wow. Yeah. So that's what they call it over there. Ego surfing. I've heard that term before in this show, where, you know, you go to social media to check messages and check your likes and all that stuff. That's a nice term for it. It makes sense. Ego surfing. I never even thought about it like that, but that's essentially what it is.
今はもうネットマーケティングを怠った人間から脱落する世の
Yep,
中
there it is. There it is right there. She just said it. Hold on. We now have a society where those who neglect online marketing get left behind. There it is.
ネットマーケティングを怠った人間から脱落する世の中ものがコンテンツ深淵を覗くとき
We can't forget that if you gaze long enough into the abyss will gaze back into you. All right, guys, I think this is it. When a line like that gets said in an anime, you know that shit's about to get real. So I feel like we are now about to cross over into depressing territory.
そうそう当時は広告収入も投げ銭もなかったから YouTuber に転身した
Wow, man, they're really getting into the nitty gritty here. So she used to be a TikToker, but they didn't have ad revenue sharing or tipping, so she switched to YouTube. So she can, and that's the move. That is the meta move right now. Growing on TikTok is very easy compared to other platforms. So what people are doing is they grow and cultivate an audience on TikTok, and then they transfer it over to YouTube. And then once they cultivate that big enough fan base over on YouTube, then they transfer it over to something like Twitch, so they can start making money through Twitch. Like it's all a pipeline, man, and that's the meta. Like I said, she knows what she's doing.
これは指示とかじゃない。でもこういうのできる子が売れるんだよね。
So she was told that she should try to step into this love triangle and try to steal the main boy away, because that'll get her. But like, that's not her field, man. That's not something she's good at. It's not something she can portray and put out. She's not that type of person. And even if she wasn't that type of person, based on the way that she acts, she can't portray that either. Like I can't see that becoming something she could just do. Like it's out of character for her, both based on her acting and her actual personality. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Something bad is gonna happen.
私は私が目立つように戦う悪く思わないでね
See, I like that about her. She's such a likable character because like she's very open when it comes to stuff like that. She's very transparent about it. She's like, look, just so you know, I know you're trying to stand out, but I'm not gonna just let you do that because I'm trying to stand out. Which is that it's not like really antagonistic or nothing. It's not something where, you know, she's trying to be, you know, mean to her. It's just like the showbiz, you know? So like, good luck, but you ain't gonna beat me, you know? It's very sportsmanship like almost when it comes to the acting kind of field or entertainment industry, I should say.
イカやめてよそうやって簡単にひっついてやり口に品がない
Oh no. Bro, oh my god, no. Holy crap. That is much worse than I thought it was gonna be. She's a model, dude. Oh, she about to get crucified. Oh, they already didn't like her. They already didn't like her, and she just and the only reason she ended up doing it by accident is because of the gemstone that she put on her nail. That's crazy. It wouldn't even caused a scratch if it wasn't for the gemstone on her fingernail that she put on there. Bro, talk about, this is my kind of luck right here. This is my kind of luck. Jeez, oh my god, I'm scared now. How could she do that to the face of a model? Oh no. Oh no. What is her reaction gonna be though? Like, how's she gonna react? She seems to be fairly reasonable, the girl.
大丈夫 こんなのフォトショで簡単に消せるから仕事には影響ないよ。
Man, come on. Like I said, this is the youngest one in the group. And she is so mature. Like, she understood the situation immediately and immediately went to go comfort her right away because she saw her deteriorating. She saw that she was going to break down, from this. And went to go comfort her right away. But oh my god, if they filmed this, if this got caught on camera, oh my god. And no, it had to have. Because it had to have. Oh no. Look, she may have forgiven her, but the internet will not. Oh god, I can feel it. It's gonna be bad.
本当？カメラ回ってないんだから今演技しても仕方ないでしょ。
They're not they cut. Okay, so they're not filming now. They stopped filming when she got scratched. So they were filming then. Oh boy. Oh no.
学校とかだったら
That is nice to
ちょっと揉め
see.
てすぐ仲直りみたいなことよくある話で、本人たちの中では解決したことだとしても、
障害とかはぜひそれがないから。その後は完全なカメラが。白川茜が
Like a fucking whirlwind. Just a typhoon of hate. Just flowing in at rates you could not even imagine. Hundreds, thousands of people who have been waiting with bated breath for an excuse.
と思った。ちゃんと謝れば。
No. I thought if I sincerely apologized, people would forgive me. Okay. I know people hear this all the time. And I know some people dismiss this narrative or whatever. Don't ever apologize on the internet. Especially if you're getting hate and you want the hate to stop. The last thing you do is apologize. Don't do it. It is I don't care how sorry you actually are. Don't fucking do it. Because that is like honey to these fucking to these bears online. Like, you're literally just egging them on. You're taking that stick and whacking the beehive just for kicks. Don't do it. I don't care how sorry you are. I don't care how much of an accident it was. I don't care how much you didn't mean to do what you did. Do not apologize. It is a sign that you have admitted that you've done something wrong, and people will take it that way. Don't do it. I have heard the views of a great number of people. I am very sorry. This is gonna, it's gonna backfire. Oh, and that's what she said. Due to her contract, she wasn't allowed to talk about what didn't happen on TV. So here's where we talk about perspective. The people on the show, the people who are watching the show only saw the attack. They didn't see them make up. They didn't see them, make up or whatever. And obviously it's in the show's best interest not to show that part. Even though they probably don't have any footage to show it anyway. Even if they did record that, they would have never shown it because this is juicy. This is going to get people talking about the show. It's going to be at her expense, but it's still good for the show. The best thing she could do is turn her fucking phone off. Turn her phone off for like a week and just don't look at it. Don't respond. Don't read any of this stuff. Just turn your phone off and let it pass, because it will. Oh no.
お前見つけたらあるんだよ。謝ってるってことは悪いこと。
There it is. Apologizing means you admit you did something bad. Come on, dude. I've been on the internet long enough.
ことをしたって認めたんでしょ。
It is the worst tactic for combating a storm of criticism online. It is absolutely the worst. As a matter of fact, some people wait on it because they already had justification to say the most horrible, vile, and disgusting things to you in the first place. But your apology just gives them more reason to do it now. Like they have more validation to treat you like trash now. No. When it comes to flaming, the most earnest the target is, the more they're hurt by. Exactly. And she is honest to a fault. You can tell she works really hard. You can tell she tries really hard to please people. She really wants to understand. She's always taking notes and taking other people's, like, and this is the worst type of person for this to happen to. She keeps a literal notepad on her because she's constantly taking in the criticism and the opinions of other people. This is her personality trait. This is a personality trait for her, and it is the worst way you can be when it comes to online criticism. So now she's about to force herself to read through everything everybody is saying about her. Oh my god. Oh no. She got the oh my god. And this is what frustrates me so much about it. She was given the guidelines as to how to deal with this, and she completely ignored it. But it's to be expected because it's the type of person that she is. Of course she was going to take all of it to heart. And once again, you have to remember, these are all faceless nobodies online who you don't know. They don't know anything about you. They weren't there when the situation happened. They don't know who you are. They don't know who she is. They don't know who anybody is on these TV shows or whatever. All they know is that they saw you on TV and they feel like they understand you and they feel like they know who you are. So they feel like they have the right to criticize you at this level. None of their opinions matter. None of them. Their opinions never, ever matter. You cannot take it for face value. You cannot take the opinion of someone who knows nothing about you seriously because they don't know anything about you. They can't have an opinion. They're going to because it's the internet, but they just don't. And you should never take it seriously, ever. She gives off this "I'm not like you people" vibe. You see what I'm saying? These people, they're generating all these thoughts and perceptions. They don't like you already. They didn't like you to begin with. They have no grounds to feel this way about you. They have no grounds to say any of this stuff about you. They don't know the first thing about you. But it's okay. You did a bad thing on the internet and you apologize. So it's okay for us to say every negative thing we could possibly say about you. And it's fine. We're still the good guys. We're still the good people, even though we are systematically destroying a person's life. Oh, well, they deserve it. It's fine. By the way, we don't support bullying. We don't support all this negative stuff that's happening in the world, but we will gladly participate in it without remorse. And these people don't care. They don't care at all. Look at that. Scum like her are the product of a mother who didn't raise them right. It's a vicious cycle. Look, they don't know shit. They don't know anything. They're all just crafting their own narratives. A case like this really gives away someone's upbringing. Those raised with a parent that beats them become people who are quick to lay their hands on others. How would they know this? They have no fucking idea. But here you go. There it is. Now they're roping her mom into it. Now her parents are getting brought into it. Like I said, these people are heartless demons. They have no fucking remorse whatsoever. And they literally live to tear down and destroy other people. My hatred for humanity is always justified. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care how many good people are still doing good things all over the world. My pure, concentrated hatred for human beings will always and forever be justified. I will never, ever concede that it isn't. because it will forever be. As long as human beings exist, hating them will always be reasonable. Because there will always be people like this. I love people too, don't get me wrong. I love people for the same reason. The same reason I love people the way that I do is the same reason I hate them the way that I do, because they are capable of both amazing and absolutely terrible things. It's a double-edged sword.
そんでて真面目に仕事なんかしてないわけじゃん。私が世界の中心みたいな顔してさ。
Look at all this stuff. Look at all this stuff that they're saying. Everybody's crafting this narrative. And like I said, once they put you in this box, it's okay for them to say anything they want about you. They can come up with the and what's crazy about this is these people are saying, I bet she's like this. She's probably like this behind scenes. I wouldn't be surprised if she does this. And what happens with these people, because they're idiots who can't actually think on their own. They don't have the actual mental capacity to formulate thoughts and to be rational about things. Like they're just morons. They convince themselves that these ideas that they're forming in their head are actually real. So even if you've never done any of these things that they assume in these people's heads, what they came up with about how you probably are behind scenes, it becomes reality for them. Like it literally, and they will be convinced that you have done all these things that they've assumed you've done just because of this one bad thing you did before. Look at that. And meanwhile, and this kind of, the way that they're displaying this, they're giving us a compilation of this girl and her life and how hard she has worked for what she's worked for, how dedicated she has been, showing how careful she is with her words and how focused she is on other people's opinions, and how all this stuff, and it's all being kind of paired with all this negative criticism about how terrible of a person she is by people who know nothing about her, mind you. It's the perfect way to portray this situation. Like it really hits home the actual message here and what people should really be taking from this episode. If you're watching this episode, you're on the internet, please, if you don't take anything from this episode, please take this. These online randos know nothing about you. They know nothing about you. Their opinions don't matter. They just don't.
悪そうな顔してるよね。
バイバイ、あかね。残念だけど、もうテレビで見ることはないね。
There it is. Just die. There it is right there, guys. Right there. Just die. Just fucking die. Oh no. Oh, she's tired. She's tired of thinking. What's a good way to stop thinking, guys? What's a good way to no longer have to deal with this vitriolic behavior? What's a good way to make it all just go away in an instant? Could it be just dying, possibly? Could that be it? Could it be that somebody online who's extremely vulnerable and especially susceptible to this type of hate could just maybe, I don't know, maybe take that advice? Be careful what you say online, people. Man, that transition was powerful. That moment of inner peace when she has decided that she's gonna silence all of this, juxtaposed with her actual expression of misery and pure pain on her face. Like, these people are geniuses. Whoever made this show, well, obviously I know who made this show, but like this portrayal is brilliant. Oh, it's Aqua. You know it's Aqua.
落ち着け。俺は敵じゃない。
You see that blue glow? You see that? This is good Aqua. This is. I was talking to my friend about this before. If you pay attention to Aqua's emotional state at any given point in the show, his eye is either bright blue or it's dark black. And they do that purposely. If you haven't been paying attention to that, go rewatch the other episodes and pay attention to the color of his eye depending on what's going on. It's a pretty good detail, but this is good Aqua right here. This is the good person showed up to save the day.
頼むから落ち着いてくれ。
Ego surfing. Guys, you know what? This video has been very long because I've had a lot to say about it, and I think everything that I wanted to say, I have said. There you go. That's it. That's the episode. This shit ain't no game. It's not a game. Like, really, prepare yourself. If you're gonna get into this internet stuff, if you're gonna be in the spotlight, just know, I feel like everybody in the entertainment industry needs to watch this episode. Anybody who's doing YouTube, TikTok, whatever, show them this episode and just show them a fair warning. Like, look, you gotta prepare for this because it could happen to you at any moment. And people are terrible, disgusting filth. So, there you go. Great episode. Great episode. This episode was on par with episode 1. Thus far, everything has been pretty good. First episode was amazing, and everything after that has been just quality. But this, we're back up to amazing. Because this episode was fantastic. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one.